This week on our all-new SAS podcast.
Yo,
I got a problem with this. Let's keep it a bean for a minute. Hoodies, headphones, earrings. Who he talking to, fam? Is he talking to a particular kind of player? Is he talking to a particular demographic? I feel like he's talking to a particular demographic.
White boys don't wear hoodies. White boys don't got tattoos, earrings.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we grinning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind.
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new, exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sports talk pod in all the land.
Bro,
Was gone for a while, but then we back like cooked crack. We the best in all the land.
True.
Let's do it, bro. We are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion with no BS, no sugarcoating, no biases, only the strong arm truth. If this happens to be the first time you've caught our show here on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels, I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K-Spade, the Prospect.
And I'm your boy, Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
Spade, we got a good show for him today. I mean, we always have a great show.
I know.
But today we got.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And hey, Spade, you know you got a couple issues you want to. I don't like it, but you got some issues you want to talk about. I don't need. You watch how I debunk all that bullshit you finna be talking about. But I want to start in the NFL. We ain't talking about the Pro Bowl. Well, we are a little bit, but we ain't gonna talk about the Pro Bowl game. Because you know how we feel about it. If you've been watching Strong Arm Sports for the past couple of years, you know exactly how we feel about the Pro Bowl. But, Spade, I wanted to talk about something we already seen. We seen the 49ers do their thing. We seen the Chiefs do their thing. And we got the two Super Bowl contenders. We know who playing in the game. And during the 49er game, or maybe a little bit after, maybe it was like at the end.
It was during.
Darrell Revis, you know what I mean? Elite ass cornerback that used to play for the Jets. He went to Tampa Bay and won a ring with New England. Elite ass cornerback Darrell Revis had some choice words for Sherman. Basically called him lame because he don't travel with the number one wide receiver. Saying just playing cover 3 is lame. Sherman always been like a corner that just plays to his side. He never went with the number one guy. And Darrell Revis, you know, he came out and had some choice words, basically called them lame, saying how is this guy being mentioned, you know, as a top corner in this league. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that, Spade. Is there any validity to what do Revis have a gripe with Sherman? I mean, we know they had some issues in the past. Sherman even had some choice words back. I don't even want to get into that. I want to focus on what Revis said about Sherman.
Is it valid? Yeah.
Okay.
Was it necessary? No. Was it warranted? No. And I'm torn in this thing, man, because I got respect for Revis, obviously. I got respect for Sherman, obviously. And I know when they were playing at the same time. Look, I'm going to tell you something about Sherman that makes other players not always a fan of him. Sherman's a talker, bruh. And I ain't got to tell you, you know this.
Yeah.
Sherman is a talker. So he going to walk the walk. He going to talk the talk. And 9 times out of 10, he gonna talk a slightly bigger game than he walked, but he still walked that shit, so I ain't got a problem with it. But Sherman will talk, and he'll pop off. And for Revis just don't like Sherman, and that's fine. This thing right here felt weird to me because it's like Revis is retired. Everybody knows how good Darrell Revis is. It ain't nobody coming out saying, man, Revis wasn't that guy. Everybody know how good Darrell Revis was. Right. So it just... Everything he said is true. Sherman doesn't follow the number one. But Sherman, it ain't like Sherman got there and they was like, we a man defense and we want to line you up on the best receiver every time. And Sherman was like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. Like when Sherman went there, they run a cover 3. They basically run a cover 3. And that's what he specializes in and he does it well. That's what he's asked to do. So I don't really like this from Revis. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. It comes across as the old guy, and we see this a lot. The old guy who's looking at the next wave of talent and just kind of being overly critical of him. That's how it came across to me. I don't like it, bro.
And I agree with you, Spade. It wasn't necessary. Whether it's true or not, and that's for everybody individual opinion, for them to be the judge of that, I agree with Revis. It wasn't necessary to say. And like you said, they might have had some issues in the past, but it wasn't necessary to say. And Spade, we are notoriously known on this podcast for giving Revis his props. Listen, you want to talk about somebody that pimped the NFL and got the bag? It was Revis. Revis was like, nah, I'm going to take this little 2-year joint. I'm about to get like $50 million for 2 years. I'm exaggerating, but I'm about to get the bag for 2 years, and then I'm out. I'm moving on. I'm going to go get the bag in New England. Then I'm going to go get the bag with the Jets again. Revis pimped that NFL game, and he basically, in my opinion, laid the blueprint on how it should be done. And I'm not saying everybody, especially running backs, should sign like a 2-year deal because they take more of a pounding. But if you're a defender like a corner or a safety and you an elite guy, I wouldn't sign no long-ass deal. If you an elite-ass like defensive lineman or linebacker, I wouldn't be signing. I'll be pimping the shit out that game. But Revis showed people how to do that thing. Spade. It's crazy because I asked you before the show, and I said people respect Sherman, like his play. But I have never personally heard anybody say, that Sherman is the number one guy in the league. I haven't heard anybody say that. I heard people say, oh yeah, Sherman is a top 5 guy, top 10 guy. Spade, it was, for the past few years, it was people leaving Sherman out of their top 5. So,
because of the injury.
I just never heard anybody say Sherman was the number one guy. Or you can argue Revis during his time in the league, even when he was with Tampa Bay, people was like, shit, they ain't throwing the Revis side. Like, Tampa Bay was ass, but they wasn't testing Revis. They didn't really start testing Revis till like the back end with the Jets when we were seeing Revis get smoked, because they was like, all right, Revis is clearly over the hill. He ain't that guy no more.
Yeah, because Father Time undefeated.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying you're right, because Father Time undefeated. But before Father Time got a hold to him, they wasn't fooling with Revis.
They wasn't throwing Spade. You mentioned it last week. You ain't say it this week. But it was called Revis Island. We ain't never heard nobody say Sherman Island. Sherman, and the crazy thing is, Sherman don't even switch sides. So you would think his island would be that same side, right? That he always play on. You ain't never, wherever Revis went, that was his island. Like, we heard Revis Island. We ain't never heard and I'm not throwing no shade to Sherman, because I think Sherman is phenomenal for what he do. But let's be honest. I have never heard anybody say, yo, Sherman is the best cornerback in the league. And just so I didn't want to misspeak, I checked my tweets, man. I said, let me go check my tweets. So I looked up my name on Twitter, and I looked up Sherman name with my name. And Spade, I found the tweet from like 2014, like September 2014, and it said, anybody saying Sherman is better than Deion, never seen primetime play. Like, they ain't never seen Deion play. But that's what some people were saying. Like, Sherman was better than Deion. But nobody that I spoke to that I respect their opinion has ever said Sherman is the number one guy in the league. Nobody.
Well, I feel like if you were seeing people even compare him to Deion, I think somebody, somewhere, at some time, probably had him number one. I don't think it was an overwhelming enough number that it became like a national debate. But I think everybody respects Sherman's skills. And I hate when I see stuff like this, because it's going to always be younger fans that probably didn't see prime Revis, probably only saw Revis getting smoked with the Jets, or probably didn't see Revis at all. And to those people, the only thing they know about him is he looked like this dude that's hating on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So that I always hate when people do this, because for those of us like you and I, we saw Revis. We know what Revis was. And for the people who didn't see that Revis, you can't convince them. LaParis, I hate to make this reference to YouTube, but you and I have had these conversations when we just talking like homies. No cameras or microphones or anything around. But at one point in time in my YouTube career, like I was known as a dude, I was the shooter. And I started seeing later in my whole run, I started seeing so-and-so's the best shooter, so-and-so's the best shooter. And your pride make you want to be like, what? He ain't done half the shit I did. I I live streamed me doing this and made this many, but then you realize it was people that didn't see that. They found their favorite that they saw in their time. And if you say anything against that person, you look like a hater because they didn't see you, and you just have to realize that it's seasons, man. Your season's gonna come, and unfortunately, your season gonna go. And anybody who saw you in your season, it's people to this day that feel like Revis is the man. It's people to this day that be like, yo, Spade, you still my favorite. But it's people that don't even know who the hell I am, and that's fine. It's gonna be that way, and I want Revis to get okay with it. And I know you don't like Sherman, bro, and I know Sherman popped that shit, but everybody who saw y'all know what's up, and everybody who didn't see y'all, you not gonna change their opinion with a tweet, fam. All you're gonna do is get more haters for yourself. Let it go.
That's a fact. And it's kind of like that fight we be having with our fans and people we talk to about Larry Bird. And it's the fight we be having with people when they be like, oh, I seen Michael Jordan play when he was with the Wizards. And Mike with the Wizards wasn't even bad. But that was like 265-pound Mike. Like, that wasn't the Mike we know. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that same fight. And listen, like I said, I don't think what Revis said was wrong. I just don't think it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. Like I said, I don't think anybody was like, yo, I don't think anybody has ever said Sherman, and maybe they have. Nobody has said that to me. Sherman is better than Revis. Nobody. I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah, man. You ready to move on?
Let's get it.
This next subject right here might rub you the wrong way, but I felt like we needed to talk it.
Oftentimes, rub me the wrong way.
It might.
Okay, let's hear it.
You never know. You don't know what I'm finna say. I might got some shit in the cannon. You don't know what I got. You feel me? You ready?
Let's get it, bro. Let's go, because I already know the bullshit coming.
You don't know you don't know.
I'm just bracing myself for the bullshit.
You might want to. Oftentimes in sports debates, man, you hear people be like, so-and-so's a 8-time Pro Bowler, so-and-so's a 5-time. And I always hate when people do that shit. They do the same thing with the NBA All-Star Game, and and I just be like, I don't really want to hear that shit, because that stuff don't, like, those selections, and I hate this because oftentimes they impact contracts. Like, it's incentives in contracts that if you are named to this team, make this Pro Bowl or this All-Star game, it affects money that players make. And the voting for this shit is so crazy. Let's stay in the NFL. Let's stay talking cornerbacks, and let's talk about one of your favorite guys, if I ain't mistaken. That's a Florida State guy right here. Yeah, favorite.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I like about this podcast. No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you what I like about this podcast. Everything we say is archived.
That's right.
And there has been time where you was like, Xavier Rose, Florida State, it's DBU, Xavier Rose, Jalen Ramsey, they the best.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but guess what? Xavier Rose, let me tell you something. Pro Football Focus said it was 120 cornerbacks that took at least 300 snaps this year.
Wow,
and they rated your boy one. Yeah, wow, that's how you know I've been ready for this one. 114 is where they ranked them. Only 6 cornerbacks in the entire NFL was worse in the ratings from Pro Football Focus. And still, on top of that, and look, he was so bad at some point, the Vikings pulled this man. He wasn't even playing. He was notoriously bad for his standards this year, and somehow in another, Xavier Rose was named to the Pro Bowl this year. And Twitter reacted like crazy. It was tweets everywhere like, the Pro Bowl been trash for a while anyway, but now it officially holds no weight, because how the hell did Xavier Rose get named to the Pro Bowl? Now, before I let you go, I ain't just kicking your sport under the table. I ain't finna just kick the NFL. Because I even
Taco Fall damn near led in votes. He ain't getting named the starter, but Taco Fall was up there.
Well, that's a little bit different, because you know they do the fan vote shit. But the NBA has this problem as well. I just said on this very podcast last year when Rudy Gobert was named Defensive Player of the Year, like, sometimes I feel like people just go with familiar names. Some of these men and women of the media who got votes, certain names just trigger their memory. Like, oh, shit, I've heard this name. He got to be killing it. Like, I don't feel like Rudy Gobert should have been Defensive Player of the Year last year. Like, that man didn't even make the All-Star game. And you could argue that he got snubbed. That's neither here nor there. But getting back on topic here, man, Xavier Rose named to a Pro Bowl, it's pretty ridiculous, LePage. And I just want to know what you think about your sport, their version of the All-Star game, which is trash as hell and getting worse every year, and Xavier Rose being nominated.
The Pro Bowl stinks. I'm on the record of just saying, yo, just name it. I mean, I understand why they would never do it because fans show up. Spade, didn't you go to the Pro Bowl last year?
Hell no.
Spade, you had tickets to the Pro Bowl last year.
Yes, did I go?
Did you?
No.
I seem
Fam,
to think,
I live down here now.
You going, bruh.
I did not go. I did not go. And,
Okay.
and I know, I'm not going to throw the name out, but somebody that you and I both know hit me up like, yo, I've got tickets to the Pro Bowl. Any chance you going? And I'm like, yeah, I got some tickets. And he was like, yo, we should meet up because we used to game together and we never met. I'm like, bet. I hit Buddy that day like, fam, I'm not going. Buddy replied to my DM and said, man, I ain't going either. The weather's bad. I'm not going. Neither one of us went, and we had tickets. I live here. I live here, and I'm not going.
I'm on record of saying the Pro Bowl stinks. Now, Spade, we all know that Rhodes made it because Sherman is in the Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl players don't go to the Pro Bowl. So they need
but it wasn't nobody else.
Spade, let me talk. You talked. Can I talk?
Go ahead.
They get replacement guys, bro. Who's to say? We don't know. Who's to say they ain't go down the list like, yeah, you want to go to the Pro Bowl? And they're like, nah, that shit in trash ass Florida. This shit ain't in Hawaii no more. At least when it was a trip to Hawaii, people would be like, yeah, I'll go. Free trip to Hawaii. I ain't never been to Hawaii, but I heard my sister told me, like, yo, Hawaii kind of expensive. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to go there, you need to be saving. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's expensive. A free trip to Hawaii, maybe somebody would be like, yo, I'll come through. Maybe they went on down the list and was like, yeah, I mean, damn, we gotta go to Xavier Rhodes.
Just everybody, huh?
Yeah, everybody was like, I got something else planned. The season over, I got something else planned. I ain't about to go to the trash ass Pro Bowl where don't nobody take it serious. Don't nobody take that shit serious? They don't. Like, yo, they was taking team pictures. Amari Cooper look like he don't even want to be there. Like, did you see the picture? Amari's face is like, well, I'm a Pro Bowler. Like, his face looked like, I don't want to be here right now. So
he looked like that in them Cowboys games, too. So I don't know if you can judge his look.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just here to report the facts.
Like, they don't want to be there. What are we doing?
Nah, what are we doing, be enthusiastic, and you know it. Don't come for us.
Yeah, when Fitzpatrick get out there, what about the defense? When y'all was giving up 70, 80 points. Anyway.
Stop it.
Listen, man. Xavier Rhodes making a Pro Bowl. It's a moot point. Nobody cares. I'm shocked that Twitter cared this much. I seen all the hoopla on Twitter, and I'm like, why do people care? I don't care.
Florida State still shocking, bro.
Florida State still shocking. DBU, but I don't care. That's why I'm leaving it. I don't care.
Oh, are you through with this?
What? I don't care.
All right, cool.
I don't care about it. I don't care about the
strong
I'm not even going to watch the Pro Bowl this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'd rather watch the news. I'm on a strong arm of topic in here, LePez. And, listen, for the listeners that don't know this, each of us, we're supposed to get a max of 2 strong arm topics per episode. Now, if you guys, if you listen to our podcast religiously, I never use mine. I don't like to deviate from the plan. We have pre-pro, we have a plan.
This shit ain't singular, bro. Them shits don't roll over. So you ain't got all
Well, they do.
No, they don't. They don't roll over, bro. You got one.
This fool said singular. No, they do. And let me tell you, I've been rolling these shits over, so I might let 5 of them go. But I do want a strong arm of topic in here, Paris. You just mentioned something about Florida State being DBU. That's neither here nor there. I actually want to talk about Florida State, and it's not a topic, so I want a strong arm of topic in here. It came out this week that the new head coach of the Florida State Seminoles has told these players that they can't have their hoods on their heads in public. Somebody gonna have to define public, because I feel like once you step outside your front door, that's the public, ain't it? Ain't that the public? That's the public where I'm from. Is that the public? All right, you don't know what the public is either. They can't have their hoods on their head in public. They can't have headphones on their head in public. I don't know what's the fucking point of having headphones in your head in private. Ain't nobody that can hear the damn music. You use the headphones, so everybody. And they can't wear earrings in public. I have a problem with this, LaParis. Don't get shy now. All that talking, no, don't get shy.
Go.
I got a problem with this. Let's keep it a bean for a minute. Hoodies, headphones, earrings. Who he talking to, fam? Is he talking to a particular kind of player? Is he talking to a particular demographic? I feel like he's talking to a particular demographic.
White boys don't wear hoodies. White boys don't got tattoos, earrings.
Tattoos? He said something about that too? Can't have tattoos?
No. I'm just throwing things.
White dudes don't wear earbuds. You talking about us? Go ahead, LePage, get it off your chest. Maybe you got a problem with a particular demographic. Where tattoos come from? I didn't say tattoos.
Spade, I don't have no problem with the coach coming in there trying to right the shit. Or we
gonna that ain't gonna make y'all no better football team.
But listen, trying to right the ship and get a grasp on the team, or we're gonna end up looking like Miami, a bunch of nonsense, coke sniffers. Like that's what we doing? Is that what we doing?
Stop it. We have one kid that can't swallow aspirin, so he pump them up.
If we just gonna open up the floodgates, why don't we have Miami and Florida State just merge if that's what you want?
Bro.
Somebody gotta come down there swinging a big stick. He ain't say never.
LePage, let me ask you an honest question. And I know this your school, so you want to defend them, but let's be honest for a minute. How is this gonna make this team closer? How is this gonna make this team perform better on game day? How is this helping anything? I'm serious, bro.
I'm being serious too. You coming down there and you showing I am in charge and this is how things are going to be ran. I don't know if it's still a rule, but for a long time it was numerous teams. I know the Yankees was one of them. I think Boston was one of them. The Red Sox. I want to say even some teams in the NBA was like, yo, you can't have no face you had. Like, I mean, the NBA made a whole rule like, yo, you can't dress a certain way coming to the game. Like, come on, stop acting like we ain't never seen this before.
Spade. The NBA don't have to say they targeting a certain demographic. The whole damn league black. We know who they targeting. But what's going on at Florida State is what I'm asking you.
I'm saying he came down there and was like, yo, we going to run things a certain way. He ain't saying it's going to be forever. He said right now.
I don't like it, LePage. I don't like it. Come down there and earn.
I mean, I know you don't like it. You're a Miami fan. Y'all out there wilding.
I'm trying to down there wilding. What are you talking about? We just got De'Aaron King. The transfer portal is working beautifully for us.
Spade, we ain't talk about it, but was it not a report that y'all players before games was going out to the club, getting drinking, smoking weed, and it said it didn't name a player, but it was like a star player from y'all. I don't know who it was. What was caught sniffing cocaine?
And I bet you we dealt with it in-house without dragging that kid name through the mud. That's what we did. We dealt with it. We didn't say we was okay with it. We handled it. We handled it. But you talking about going and have some drinks? You talking about going and have some drinks? These college students, bro. What's wrong with a drink?
Underage. He underage. They underage.
Bro, what's wrong? Come on, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Bro, you ain't had no drink when you was in college.
On Florida State,
bro, you didn't have no drink.
Trying to get a tight grip on the team.
LePage, Jesus listening.
What we've been doing.
Jesus on the line.
Working. Get the
earbuds. You ain't had no drink.
And get your face in them books in a playbook. That's what you need to do.
Jesus want to know did you have a drink?
Stop.
Jesus, he listening.
Stop listening to Flo Rida. They still listen to Flo Rida.
So you don't want to answer Jesus' question. Jesus on the line.
Hey, bro,
Jesus
they still listen to Flo Rida down there. Stop listening to Flo Rida. Stop listening.
Never mind, Jesus. He don't want to talk no more, Jesus.
Ep239 Miami got a question. And get your ass in them school books, in the damn playbooks. Get the earbuds out your ear. Let's get it, coach.
So you one of those, don't do as I do as I say do. You one of them guys.
That's the type of parent I'm going to be. That's the type of parent I'm going to be. Hey, Spade.
Just like Revis said, that's lame. But I'm going to be honest with you. I would prefer this guy come down there and earn that team's respect through leadership and teaching those guys stuff. Coming down there telling them you can't wear your earrings in public ain't gonna make nobody better fucking football team. You're not winning that locker room over with them stupid ass rules. And I don't like it. And I don't know why you like it. I feel
because they 5 carats and they know ain't no college student affording that. They're going to investigate and look on payroll. It's like, maybe he's selling them that. Don't wear the shit in public.
Ain't nobody running up on these kids with the diamond checker that we see popping up on social media. Don't nobody know if these kids rocking real jewels or fake jewels. But my point is, I don't like it. And I'm I'm a little upset that you okay with this shit. Is this how bad it's falling at Florida State? You so desperate for y'all to be relevant again that you cool with somebody coming in and dividing y'all locker room like that?
Stop listening
whack,
to
bro.
Gunplay. Stop listening to
desperate.
Trina. And get the earbuds out and get your ass in the playbook. Go pump some iron.
So now rap the problem? Don't listen to rap.
Hey, I don't know no R&B. Who R&B is Lloyd from Florida?
No,
Lloyd
he's not.
Georgia?
He's from Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know no
That
R&B
lame
people.
ass YK Osiris dude from Florida.
Who?
That trash ass dude. That YK Osiris dude.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I'm just naming
You
people
done
I
heard.
know from
You done
Florida
heard that
do
little boy.
music.
You done heard that little boy singing in his talking voice.
Get Trick Daddy and Uncle Luke out your ear.
So you looking real. Okay, all right.
That's
go ahead,
right.
let's move
Florida
on.
State is back, baby. I mean, we know what they doing down. Hey, don't put a line.
Back.
Don't put a line. Don't put a line.
Y'all got Derek King?
out in front of a Miami fan. Statement. You know what? Boy, I
Bro,
tell
do
you,
y'all have a Heisman candidate at quarterback? Because we do. Huh?
Who?
The Eric King. That's
Bro,
who.
he just
you don't know who that is?
transferred there. Y'all got
And we
Skatey
just got
80.
better.
Y'all got Skatey 80 by Latek. Latek.
Up. Bro,
Skatey 80,
what's
y'all.
next? What's next, bro? Move on with
Yeah,
your
that's
life.
what I
Derek
thought.
King.
Latek.
We back, baby. We
You should
back.
be so scared of Latek. You should.
Shut up, bro. Go ahead.
You
and
shouldn't
do
even
your
say
job,
latte. Like if
Bro, do
if
your job.
You
Do
you
your
want
job,
a latte?
bro.
You shouldn't
You got
even.
a job
You should
to
be
do.
scared to say latte.
You got a job to do. You ain't got nothing to do?
Shit.
Come on. Go ahead.
Shit. Want to bang the cannon on Florida State. He got players down there sniffing cocaine. Port of Miami.
We get
I
one
bet.
kid that can't swallow pills, so he crush up his aspirin, and this how you want to flip the
What's
narrative.
going on down there
Wow,
in Miami?
bro.
Y'all, the Miami
Wow.
Dolphins line coach was sniffing coke. Damn coach
Bro,
was
will
sniffing
you
coke.
move
Miami
on with the
Hurricane
next
players
topic?
sniffing coke.
Wow,
Shit.
why you on the pass? What we gonna talk about next? Harriet Tubman? That shit old, bro. I'm talking about shit that just happened. You just got a dude down there talking about
You've been on
you
because
can't
you've been
wear
on Florida.
earrings.
You've been on Florida
Huh?
State. You've been on Florida State since
What's y'all
Xavier
coach
Rose
name?
talked.
What's his last name? His last name ain't Zimmerman, is it? What's his last name? What's y'all coach name? I just want to know.
Wow.
I just want to know.
Let's move on. We moving
Let's.
on. Don't come for Florida State. That's what we're not going to do. Huh.
I'm trying to help them kids out. It seems like I give more of a damn about them than you do, and that's what's sad. Go, bro.
Boy, let's move on. Let's take it to the NBA. Let's take it to the NBA.
Hey, that was early. Let's get it.
And let's talk about Zion's debut. Spade, if you watched it, man, you seen the first 3 quarters. They had Zion on this little 4 minute thing, and Zion, he had a couple baskets, maybe 4 points, had like 3 rebounds, had like 2 dimes, and I mean, it was nice. Fourth quarter came, Zion exploded, had like 17 in the quarter. I think he ended with 22 points in the game. Spade, talk to me about Zion's debut.
It was, hey man, it was everything that Zion fans, NBA fans, and Pelicans fans hoped it would be once they let him go. I mean, early on, it wasn't that he was playing bad per se. He couldn't get in the rhythm. Gentry was putting him in for 2 or 3 minutes and pulling him back out. And we have said many times on this show, a very rare type of player can come in and do that shit. You come in, you get a couple shots up, the blood starts, running and you start to get warm. They pull you out, you get cold again, they put you back in the game. When they actually let him go in the fourth quarter, he was impressive. I do want to warn people, however. I think Zion shot 4-4 from beyond the arc in that game, and people was like, the hottest of hot takes. And I don't like to even call other people names because I'm honestly arrogant enough that I feel like I'll show better than theirs. But I was listening to the herd, and that man said Zion is already a better shooter than Blake Griffin would ever be. And I was like, Zion never made 4 threes in a game in his entire collegiate career. So I feel like this shit is an anomaly. Don't think you finna get Zion shooting 4 from 3 in every game. That's not really who he is as a player. But he got hot. He played well. And if you're a Pels fan, you feel really good about the future. And I don't want to take Zion's moment and make it look like I'm hating on it. But I do also want to bring attention to the fact that I said that this thing is all about pecking order. And I wondered how well Brandon Ingram would play once Zion was back. And we got our proof in that game. Brandon Ingram shot like 3 of 15 or 3 of 12 or something in that game. And Zion really wasn't even on the floor like that. But just that that little mix in the chemistry, it kind of threw him off. And he's really somewhat been struggling since Zion has been back. So that's something to keep an eye on. But Zion was spectacular, bro. I liked it.
I mean, Spade. And like you said, it's hard to get in the rhythm when you're playing 3-4 minutes and coach. Like you can see, he didn't want to come out the game. And Spade, I don't know if I said it on the show or I said it to you, but I said, man, I don't know if I would bring Zion back this year because I wouldn't want to stunt Brandon Ingram growth. He's been playing amazing. Zion been back 2 games. They played last night. Brandon Ingram, I think Zion might have took 11 shots and Brandon Ingram might have took 9 or vice versa. Maybe Ingram took 11 and Zion took 9. But anyway, Brandon Ingram just didn't look like how he been looking all season with Zion back in the lineup. Now, I don't know. That's going to take some time, going to build chemistry with players, but it's going to be tough to get that chemistry, especially if they only giving you 18 minutes a game. And then you coming in and you really trying to get Zion
he
going.
Comes
so
in number 1 in the pecking order.
Like, it's not coming. Yeah, it's not becoming, like, it's not like natural. Like, it's not like he eating naturally. Yep. So it's kind of like they forcing it to him. But with that being said, Zion's debut was still outstanding. The fourth quarter was amazing. They did lose that game. But, I mean, if they had I think if they would have kept Zion in the game, they would have had a chance to beat the Spurs. But it looked like Alvin Gentry had pulled him to the side when he pulled him out in the fourth quarter and was like, yo, the doctors was like, yo, that's enough, blah, blah, blah. So it seemed like they're going to stick firmly to this minute restriction right now. Maybe they'll let him loose later in the season when they get closer, maybe to, closer to that playoff time, to push for the playoffs. But I want to say is he looked good. He looked good. He looked good last night too, man. I think he had 15 points last night. Had a big block that had Twitter going crazy. Might have been the goaltend. I don't know. Might have been the goaltend. But had Twitter going crazy. But Zion is just exciting. I think ticket sales shot up.
I'm sure.
Once that game was over, season tickets shot up. Everything shot up. Jersey sales. It's just, it's crazy to have that type of impact. And like I said, I don't want any of these kids to fail. I hope he's everything they want him to be. But Spade, you spoke on him shooting threes. And what I liked about like I agree with you. He's not about to be spraying up going, 4 of 8 from 3 and all that. I know he went 4 for 4, right, but he ain't about to just be spraying up like that. But what I did like is y'all giving it to me. I'm going to take the shot. I like this confidence. And you would think he would be a little hesitant first game back. You would think he'd be a little hesitant to just go out there and shoot the ball, but he wasn't. They gave it to him. He shot them joints and he knocked them down, man.
I was wrong on Ingram's stats. He was 3 of 11 in Zion's second game. He was 6 of 22 in that first game that Zion actually played limited minutes. Like you said, I think they'll figure it out. It's going to take a while for things to gel over there. And ultimately, I still think B.I. is going to be good, but pecking order changes, and he's going to have to make some adjustments. I do want to talk about one other thing in this game before we move forward. Social media was very, very critical of Mark Jackson because Mark Jackson was critical of Zion's size, and this sparked a conversation between me and one of my homies. And they were saying, 2 minutes into the game, Mark Jackson was making comments about Zion's weight, and even a shout out to the homie Nate. We reference these guys a lot in the show, so I feel like they kind of extended family at this point. Y'all know Nate without even knowing Nate. But Nate was like, yeah, man, I just felt like it was in bad taste to come out, and just be talking about Zion's size. I feel like you wait till his size appears to be a problem. If it appears to be a problem and you want to speak on it, that's fine. And I was telling Nate, I'm actually going to shoot Mark Jackson some bail. We talking about a 19, 20-year-old kid that's 6'6", 285 pounds. You got to understand that is defensive. That's right tackle, left tackle size.
Say, is he 280 or is that like the friendly 280? He might be 3 bills, bruh.
He might. He really might. I mean, and they ain't gonna tell us if he is, but I was telling Nate to say wait until it's a problem to those who really feel strongly about it. Some people feel like the reason why we just saw his first game, the reason why his debut came in late January is because of his size. Now that's really not fair because the type of injury he had can happen to anybody at any time, but it's people that feel like his size is the reason for that. And even if Zion could have a 15, 20-year career and carry this type of weight for the entire career and still be as explosive as we're seeing him play, and I still don't think it's out of bounds to say at 6'6", 285, 290, that doesn't look healthy. That doesn't look right. I don't think you're out of bounds to say that. Now, if you just go on TV and be like, man, look at this fat ass. Like, if you going that, obviously, you don't want to go that hard. But if you commentating the game and you saying, you know, I still think Zion's going to have to trim down some. I still think he's overweight. I think he's too big. I think it's going to affect the longevity of his career. I don't feel like that's distasteful or out of bounds. That's just my opinion. You guys feel free to weigh in and let us know how you feel about it. But social media was really upset with Mark Jackson for his comments on Zion's
I don't think it was out of bounds either, Spade. Mark Jackson's job is to provide color commentary. I just told you, maybe it might have been the same week or maybe last week. I just told you Doris Burke was banging and cannon on Ben Simmons. I'm talking about banging Ben Simmons. Spade, I know you know how we feel about him on this show, but Ben Simmons is an all-star. Doris Burke was up there and was like, you know, it's cute, you know, he can average 20 and Embiid is going and he's been like the leader of the team and averaging 20 and his numbers went up with Embiid out and he's an all-star. All that's cute. She was banging the cannon and was like, it's a travesty that he won't pull a three, and when the playoffs come, he's going to get exposed. She was going in on Ben Simmons. So it's their job to shoot their opinion, give color commentary, and I don't think it's out of bounds. I don't think you can have a problem with what Mark Jackson said and not have a problem with what Doris Burke said. And Ben Simmons is an all-star, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't have a problem. That's their job. That's like you said, I don't think he was saying like, yo, I mean, I ain't never seen no guy, you know, saying what Mark Jackson said is different from being like, look at this fat muff. You know what I mean? It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
I'm ready to move on. You good?
Yes, sir. Let's move on to another topic, man. This one right here, a little sad to me. And, you know, news came out, unfortunately. When I say news, I'm talking video. Came out this week of ex-NBA player Delonte West, you know, just in a rough spot. Looked like he was in a fight. I hate to even speak on it, but it looked like he got beat up really bad in the street. And it's 2020, so instead of helping or calling police, you know what people do nowadays. Yep. They pull their phone out, they record you, and they post it, because getting some likes or retweets is more valuable than helping the person in need in that moment. I'm telling you, man, this phenomenon of recording people in bad situations, it's just getting more and more out of hand, and I hate it. It's one of the things to let me know I'm getting older. Like, I hate to click on a video, or sometimes I don't even have to click on it. It'll just be on my timeline, and I'm watching something like, what is this? And then I end up seeing where it goes, and I'm so upset that, like, put the fucking phone down and help. Like, get off of it recording. Call 911, whatever. But Delonte West, I got a few facts right here for people that don't know. And I'm actually a Delonte West fan from back when he played. He was a left-handed guy. He was a bit of a sniper, and I liked his play style. Delonte West played up until 2012, and he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder back in 2008. So if you're doing the math, that man played some years after being diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Mm-hmm. He initially accepted the diagnosis, but he later disputed it and said that he was taking some pills for depression, and he was depressed, dealing with the stresses of the NBA lifestyle, and he didn't feel like he was bipolar. He just felt like he was in a bad spot. In 2009, Delonte was pulled over for a traffic violation while he was riding a motorcycle, a Can-Am, right? During the stop, he was found with a 9mm Beretta pistol in his waistband, a .357 Magnum revolver strapped to his leg, a Remington 870 shotgun, and a guitar case across his back. And this man was, you know, according to what he said, he was moving the weapons from one location to another, which could have been true. But Delonte has a well-documented past and some, you know, some questionable circumstances, some mental health issues. It's been known, right? I jump ahead to the future, or it's still the past today, but the future for him. In 2016, right, he was photographed in a place in Houston. He was barefoot and he was wearing a hospital gown. And again, those photos kind of went viral, and it sparked speculation that he was homeless. His Twitter account broke the photo and suggested, you know, that he was dealing with some psych issues. This thing right here continues to grow. Now, this was in Washington, D.C., where the fight happened. Wait, he got beat up or whatever. The cop who eventually was called and came out to handle this thing was suspended because the cop took his phone and recorded Delonte West and put the video out. That shit is disturbing. I don't even feel like a suspension is right. Fire his ass, first of all. Not even just fire. Sue his ass and then fire that bitch.
Protect and serve, bro.
Protect and serve, they say. Delonte West, regardless of what mental state this man is in today, this man has a child. And at one point in time, he was married. So you have to remember, when you're sharing videos and shit like that, you don't know how you affecting his loved ones. Can you imagine if you jumped on social and somebody was showing a video of your dad or your mom or somebody you cared about in a state that I don't like it. I put out a tweet this week, LaPaz. I was seeing people do this shit right here that I hate. Man, prayers up to Delonte West, video of him getting beat up. Fam, you can tweet your support of Delonte West without reporting the video of him getting his ass kicked. You doing the same shit. You trying to get likes and retweets. You can just tweet prayers up for Delonte. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta tag the video in it. LaPaz, I know you saw the video. How do you feel about Delonte and some of the responses to the video?
Man, Spade, you know me, man. This is one of the reasons I don't get on WorldStar. And it's crazy because I stopped getting on WorldStar because I didn't want to see shit like this. And now it's all over Twitter. Now it's on Twitter. It'd be on Instagram and shit. So I can't shake it. But I haven't been on WorldStar in years because I told Spade I'm tired of seeing people get beat up or stabbed to death, damn near death. And people put out their phones out like, look at this shit. Bro, he literally got a knife in his heart dying. Call the cops. Even if you don't want to be that guy and call the cops, like, just be like, yo, I need an ambulance on blah, 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 and hang up. What the it bothers me, man. And for protect and serve, they say. But that cop needs to be out of here. Out of here. It's disgusting, man. And listen, I seen a lot of notable sports people they spoke up for Delonte West. I even text you, Bron. It was another website that was like, LeBron said he going whatever it costs. He going to pay whatever it costs to get Delonte West the help he need. And I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is true, this is why we love Bron, man. Listen, Delonte West clearly needs some help, and everybody like, yo, look at Delonte. People like to see a train wreck anyway, but like, just look at Delonte West. This the dude that was in the NBA, and it's not funny to me, man, because that can be anybody, anytime. You never know, man. And he's clearly been diagnosed. Like I said, like you said, he's bipolar. Where's the NBA? Like, the NBA knew he had this, and maybe they reached out, and maybe Delonte West don't want any help. Maybe he declined it. I don't know. But if the NBA hasn't reached out, Delonte West he was a seasoned vet in the NBA. It should be some type of program to help Delonte West out. This is the shit we need to be focused on. You know what I mean? It just don't sit well with me. I don't like all that people pulling out their phones and recording people against their will, and for it to be a cop is just disgusting. Yeah. I hope Delonte West gets the help he need. I hope he able to bounce back. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, we seen people bounce back from worse. Delonte West can bounce back and be all right. And I ain't talking about bounce back and be no millionaire. I'm talking about bounce back and have a healthy life, solid, healthy life. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Forget all that NBA and knowing your NBA. I seen Jameer Nelson. He had some great words for Delonte West and said he's been speaking to him, constantly trying to get him help and everything. So it's people out there that care about Delonte West. The internet really sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks, man. The internet have its moments when things be like, oh my God, the internet is amazing. But the internet really sucks, man. It sucks. People gotta do better, man.
I kind of want to speak on, you said that we did see the report that said Bron said, he want to do what he can do to help Delonte regardless of what it costs. And you said you don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, that's one of the reasons we love Bron. And everything you said is true. On the other side of that equation, I saw a tweet that made me pick my phone up and I started typing, and I do this a lot. And then I had these moments where I tell myself, this ain't got nothing to do with you, man. You can't say the word, put your phone down.
Don't hit send, Herm Edwards.
Yeah. So somebody had tweeted like, Bron used to be this guy's teammate. This is why I don't respect LeBron. Everything he say about, wanting to help, blah, blah, blah. He's a fake, he's a fraud, because how could he let this happen to his brother? And that bothered me because I'm like, LeBron got a family of his own, and I ain't just talking about Savannah and the kids. LeBron got a mom, he's got cousins, he's got aunts, uncles, probably, who knows? I don't know if he got siblings, nieces, nephews, who knows? To put the weight of the world on LeBron too. Huh?
I said her side of the family too.
Exactly. To put the weight of the world on LeBron's shoulders is unfair. Regardless of the fact that they was teammates. And I really hate when people say things like, this is his brother. How, fam, first of all, if you assume that everybody who's teammates is good friends, you way off the mark anyway.
Word.
But to me, the weight of this falls on the NFLPA. And we was talking about this, the Players Association. This man was diagnosed in 2008 and played to 2012. So I would love for it to be some type of system, almost, for lack of a better term, almost like the insurance that we have at our jobs, LeParis. They take a little bit of money out of our check every pay period, and they pay for this service for us to use if it's needed. The funny thing about insurance is you can pay for it forever and never need it, and you ain't getting none of it back. It's just there to be a safety net. But in this case of Delonte West, it wasn't like a safety net. He was diagnosed in 2008. It was well documented. So why wasn't I wish something was put in place to be the safety net for Delonte if he failed or if he whatever. And hopefully the league, the NFLPA, whatever, I hope they learn from this. And even if it's a situation where we don't know what type of state Delonte's in, maybe like you say, LeParis, maybe he's refusing any help. Maybe he still feel like he don't need any help. But set this up for future people moving forward. That's a fact. And don't put all this weight on one player. Like, hell, he played with Larry Hughes. You can't jump on Twitter and be like, Larry Hughes was in the backcourt with this guy. How could Larry Hughes what the fuck? This don't fall on Larry Hughes.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
I should have prefaced my statement.
No.
Saying,
I know that's not what you were saying.
Technically, these dudes don't got to do nothing. Like, they got their own family, their own life. Mm-hmm. Technically, you don't have... I hate when people be like, oh, he got money, he should have gave more. Yep. Bro, he don't have to give anything. That's his money. Yep. So if he gave $10,000 to his high school, so be it. Oh, I seen... I don't know, this is changing the subject a little bit, but I remember when Kendrick Lamar bought his sister like a 2019 or 2018 Toyota. People was like, a Toyota? Bro, she an 18, 17-year-old kid graduating high school. What she need a Maybach for? Like, yeah, Kendrick Lamar got money, and he want her to be safe, too. So... Right.
But people love telling people with money what to do with their money. You talking about that, but you also see it on the opposite end. Somebody jump on Instagram and be like, I just bought this $300 million house. All the comments would be like, damn, you needed all that for a house? You could have gave some of that money to starving people. You could, like, fam, shut your dumb ass up. I can do what I want to do with my money. If I want to spend this shit on Legos and build a goddamn fort, that's what I'm going to do with my shit. What you can do is get off your ass and do what you want to do with your money. At the end of the day, celebrities, it's got to be tough to be a celebrity, fam, because
I would imagine
you really can't win. If you help, you can't win. You cannot win. And
bro, you help, they say you doing it for clout, and if you don't, then they be like, oh, you ain't do nothing.
And then, like you say, if you buy somebody a car, because I think it was Offset from Migos that bought somebody had helped Offset or something. And he bought him a car, and he bought him something like a Hyundai, I don't know. And folks in the comment section,
Nissan. I think it was a Nissan. Yeah. I remember.
And folks in the comment section was like, "Damn, you really bought him that?" Like, fam, he didn't have to buy that man shit. He could have bought this man a Big Mac and called it a day. Like, that's his money. But again, that's just time we live in, LeParis. People crazy, man.
Yeah, I just want to listen, man. When I say I want Delonte West to be okay, I mean that shit, and I don't gotta tweet it. I seen that video and was like, damn, man, I hope he able to just get it,
I saw it on accident because I didn't know. I didn't initially know what was playing, because when the video starts, somebody's filming from like their car, and you see this thing in the street, and I'm looking like, what's going on, And I'm just watching the video, and then at some point I'm like, oh man, like, yeah, I should have probably backed out of this joint.
It clearly seemed like Delonte West got some people in his corner, and like you said, maybe he's refusing help. I hope he stops refusing help if he is, and gets the help he needs, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, you ready to move on, bro?
Let's do it.
Spade still in the NBA. And if you guys didn't know, the All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game is right around the corner, and Eastern and Western Conference starters were announced. Spade, I got the names right here. Going to ask you if you got a problem with anything. If Spade, I'm gonna tell you somebody that had a problem with it. Damian Damn Lillard, as usual, he had a problem with not being named the starter. But let's start with the Eastern Conference. As we know, Giannis has been named the captain. Joel Embiid is the center. The other, I guess they call it. It's no centers now. It's like
This is
front court, back court.
Yep.
Yeah. So Embiid is there. Pascal Siakam, Kemba Walker, and Trae Young. Those are the starters for the East. The Western Conference, we got LeBron James as the captain. Anthony Davis made it. Kawhi Leonard, Luka, and James Harden. A lot of people were saying Luka. It should have been Lillard instead of Luka. Spade, talk to your boy about the starters. You got a problem with anybody? I don't.
On either side? Well, I'm
on either side. You got a problem with anybody on either side? I don't.
I don't have a problem
Kemba?
with
Over
okay.
Butler?
All right.
I
All
see
right.
people saying
I do
that.
got a problem. I got a problem.
Go ahead.
I like to see Jimmy over Pascal.
Really?
I would.
Siakam kind of been. I mean, yeah, they don't got Jimmy as a backcourt player. They got him as a front court player, so he would be. Yeah, it would be him over. If you want Jimmy in, then it would have to be over Pascal or Embiid, not Kemba. So.
Yeah, so I mean, Giannis
I don't have a
ain't
problem
going
with Pascal.
nowhere. You don't have a okay. Well, you know what? Throw Pascal at the 5, like you said, it ain't really 5s, and get Embiid out of there and put Jimmy in there.
I mean, Embiid kind of been hurt for like.
That's what I'm saying.
10,
and let's
15
be
games.
honest. Let's be honest. I'm a Heat fan, so it sounds biased, but the Heat overachieving like a mug. Who saw Miami being this nice?
Okay, I mean, I've seen people making an argument for Jimmy, but let me ask you, what about Lowry over Kemba? Lowry been having a solid season, man.
He has.
Lowry been good.
He has. And I think that's why Pascal's been there, because a lot of people like me, I expected Toronto to kind of fall back after Kawhi left, and they've been getting big play from Siakam. OG's been back hooping. Lowry's hooping.
Van Vliet been great.
Fred's hooping. So,
Right.
I mean, I feel like it's a team effort. That's no shade to any of these guys.
You might be right.
But I think that's why they're there. I don't know, man. I saw a lot of people feeling some kind of way about Trae Young being there. So folks feel like Trae should probably not be there.
I don't. Listen,
Trae been
man,
hooping. Atlanta ain't getting wins, but Trae been hooping.
I seen another stat that was like, I don't want to be that guy, but like Trae Young is like 83rd in 3-point shit. Like, listen, I don't care. I don't know how many wins the Hawks got, but I know if you get Trae Young out of there, they're worse. Like, I know that.
I tell you what,
I know that.
they just won the other night without Trae, so that didn't look good.
Yeah,
For your
I like
argument.
Trae. I don't have a problem with Trae Young being there. I don't have a problem with neither. I think Kemba fits Boston better than Kyrie, and I think Kemba is the reason that Boston right there still in the hunt. Now they have a great group of collectively, but I think Kemba, man, Kemba has been great for Boston, so I don't have a problem with either one of these lists. Even Luke, I seen people saying, Dame should be in there over Luka. I don't agree. Luka's been phenomenal. Spade, I know you got your issues with Luka.
Yeah, I mean,
Luka's been great.
Dame, he's had some off games. Dame has been great too. I think you're gonna look at how bad Portland is. I don't know. I don't know, man. I wouldn't have been mad if it was Dame. I'm not mad that it's Luka. I'm really not mad about any other things. I'm more happy to see when you look at the entire list, and this ain't necessarily how it go, but if you look at the entire list, I'm happy to see Bam there, man. Shout out to Bam Adebayo. He's not a starter. I'm just looking at votes.
Spade, let me ask you this, bro. Never mind. I ain't gonna ask you because you about to troll. Should Zach
I
Levine
don't
be an
troll. I'm
all-star?
a very serious guy. Who?
Should Zach Levine be an all-star?
Come on, man. What else we got? This all you got for this
Spade,
topic right
should
here?
Zach Levine be an all-star? See, I
Bro,
can't
is
even.
that all
That's
you
why I
got?
said I ain't even going. You know what?
I'm
Moving
about
on.
to troll.
Let's
You
get it.
troll asking me that goofy shit.
I'm not.
What
No,
you
I'm
talking
not.
about?
I'm dead ass. I'm being serious.
Stop it. Y'all coach
Bro.
should be. What's y'all coach name? What's his name?
No,
Bowling?
we're not doing this. See,
What's
you
his
want to
name?
troll. I'm asking you a legitimate
not
question.
trolling.
You supposed to be the basketball guy. This supposed to be your sport. Should Zach LaVine be an all-star?
No.
Come on, man. That's just
You don't
hate.
want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
That's just hate.
It's hate, you say. You calling it hate, huh?
That's hate. But go ahead.
That's all you got for this right
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
well, I want
homie.
the listeners to
Yeah.
hit the chat, man. Hey, listen.
Bro, I told you they got a problem with Luka being over Dame.
Well, I mean,
They probably might have a problem with Trae Young too. I don't know.
I've seen some people.
But who they want there?
I don't know. Like I said, maybe Lowry, which is a fair ask.
Listen. Move on, Spade, because you want to play. Zach LaVine should 100% be an all-star. I'm not a starter. I'm not saying wait. I hope you don't think I'm saying an all-star starter. Zach LaVine should be a reserve. Go ahead, Spade. This the shit I ain't got time for. Go ahead. I ain't got time for this shit. Let's get it.
You asking me or you telling me?
Bro, let's go. Because I ain't got time for this shit. Go. Go, man.
I'm just trying to understand.
Go,
All right.
man.
All right, let's move on.
Boy, you
earlier in the
cannot
show,
be serious for 2 seconds.
I'm very
God.
serious. I'm really the most serious
bro,
person. I know.
Zach LaVine ain't been playing great, bro.
He's been playing pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Go, Spade. See,
I mean, he's been good.
Go play some Dragon Ball Z or some shit. That shit you was playing the
Wow.
other day.
So you
Go
throwing
play
my
that shit.
business out? You want
ain't
everybody to
watching
know
no
what games I bought on my
You ain't watching no
Xbox?
basketball.
That's what we
You
doing.
clearly ain't watching no basketball. You damn sure ain't watching the Bulls.
Oh, it's funny you say something about the Bulls, because the Bulls they kind of link to what I'm about to talk about. This next topic, man, I said earlier in this podcast, one of the cool things, or maybe not cool things about our podcast, is the things that we say are forever archived. And you guys do a real good job of reminding us. A few years back in the draft, I notoriously said I would rather take Buddy Hield over Ben Simmons. And every time Ben Simmons scored a basket, for a while, folks was hitting me up like, remember when you said? I'm like, yes, fam, yes. I'm in the shout out Joe Budden. I'm here to double down on that shit. Hear me and hear me good. You know, give me Buddy. But anyway,
Wait, you still taking Buddy over Ben Simmons right now?
yes, still, yes. You thought I was finna?
Okay,
I'm dying on this hill. I'm dying on
I'm
this
just
hill.
making sure. I'm just making sure.
Sacramento's
ask
been
the
kind of
tough
struggling,
questions.
man. They've been struggling. You know, they sub 500, and Sacramento, one of those teams that we look at, they line up on paper, and we go, man, I like what they got going on out there. They building something, but I feel like we say this shit every damn year about Sacramento. How they building something? At some point, we realize maybe they ain't building shit. Maybe they just moving.
And we also look at. I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but we also look at they lineup and be like, what the hell are they doing with all these forwards?
Small
What are they
forwards
doing?
and twos. Yeah, twos
Word.
and threes.
Like,
Everywhere.
what are they doing? Shit.
So,
Go ahead.
you know, they had to coach Jaeger last year, and he and Buddy Hield had one interaction that stuck out. Buddy Hield took a deep three at the end of the game, cashed that shit, and Jaeger fussed at him. And then right after that, they needed Buddy to take a deep three, and he second-guessed himself. He didn't shoot it at first. He initially, kind of, I don't know, like he did like the walking version of stumbling or tripping over his own tongue. And then he eventually took the shot. He missed it. And everybody kind of, even the team they was playing against, I want to say it was Portland. I could be wrong, but even players on the other team was like, I never understood, why he got fussed at. Like, it was a good shot. He made it. And Jaeger ended up being let go, brings in Luke Walton, and Luke Walton is trying to figure out what's going wrong in Sacramento. Got a great roster. They're not necessarily, well, great. I throw that word around too much. They got a pretty good roster on paper, but it's not turning to wins. LaParis, your boy said, I know how I'm going to get things right. I'm going to bench Buddy Hield. And this, of course, sparked controversy. Buddy Hield was leading that team in scoring with like 21, 5, and 3, something like that. That was his stat line. He was leading the team in scoring. They benched him for Bogdanovich, who we both like. And, Buddy Hield wasn't thrilled about it, but came off the bench against your Chicago Bulls and performed. And off the bench, he still led his team in scoring. LaParis, what the hell is going on in Sacramento, and was benching Buddy Hield a good idea or a bad idea in your opinion?
It's a bad idea, man. Why? Spade, first of all, what's going on in Sacramento is injuries. They cannot Fox out 5-6 games. Bagley out half the year so far. He just came back. Harry Giles in and out of the lineup. Dedmon was in and out of the lineup. Bogdanovich in and out of the lineup. I think the only consistent player there has been Buddy Hield and Harrison Barnes. Everybody else has been injured in and out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Everybody else has been hurt. But I mean, Spade, when Luke got the job, we was like, wait, Luke got that job kind of quick. Listen, I'm not saying Luke Walton is a bad coach. I'm just saying I don't know if Luke is the guy. That guy everybody think Luke is as a coach. Listen, man, I could be an assistant for the Warriors during that run and get a job. Come on. Then I know Steve Kerr was out, so Luke Walton took over for Steve Kerr. Spade. We can leave during that run the Warriors had when Luke Walton was coaching the Golden State Warriors. Me and you can leave these houses we in right now, go coach them, and we'll look amazing.
I can like,
what are we doing? What are you doing? You're not doing anything. You got KD, Clay, Steph, and Draymond. What are you doing? I don't know, man. Listen, I just don't. I don't know, and I could be wrong. Somebody going to come here with some coaching analytics and be like, Luke, dude, X, Y. I don't know. This ain't football. I don't know what the hell Luke do. I ask Spade all the time, what the hell do the NBA coaches do? Because I would figure if I had a Buddy Hield, if I had a De'Aaron Fox, if I had guys like that, I'm giving the ball to them and I'm letting them go. My pace would be through the roof because I would run. You want to know who might be the right guy for this job? And it's crazy, I'm going to say this. A guy like Dan Antoni, 6 seconds or less. We coming through, our pace is going to be through the roof. It's going to be through the roof. We're going to shoot. We're going to try and run teams out the gym. We young, aside from Harrison Barnes. Other than that, we young. We're going to try and run teams out the damn gym. I don't know what Luke plan is, man. I don't know what his plan is. What do Luke do? Aside from start shit. But he still came off the bench and led them in scoring. So what was the point? You started Bogdanovich. I think, what he had, 12 points? He had 12 points.
Yeah.
What was the point? I don't like it, man. I'm Spade.
I mean,
I know.
What if it worked? Let me slow you down. What if it worked?
Did it?
I mean, they got the win.
I mean, they played the Bulls. Let's be honest. Like, look, I love the Bulls, but we suck. Like, we suck.
What if the plan is to bring, and I don't know, I'm just shooting him some bail, bring Buddy off with the second unit, let him get his confidence up, scorching some guys that may not quite be on this level, bring him off in the second unit where he's number one in the pecking order with the lineup you bring him out in. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe it worked. This is game one, and you're right. They didn't play the best opponent, but they got the dub.
Beating up on the lonely Bulls from the Eastern Conference ain't gonna matter. They in the West. They got to get wins in the West. That's what are they, 10th, 11th right now? They got to win in the West.
Yeah, they back.
So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it works or not. But I'm looking at Luke Walton, and I'm like, I don't think this the move. And the coach that people think Luke Walton, I know he got that name because he's Bill Walton's son, and he coached the Warriors when Steve Kerr was out. I just don't know if he the coach people think he is. I could be wrong.
Let me ask you another question that's not related to
I still don't know what NBA coaches do, what they do. I think Brad Stevens and Popovich is the only coaches I look at and be like, yo, they make a difference. Maybe Doc.
Wow.
Maybe Doc.
We ain't gonna talk
about Doc had the Clippers out there. You want to know what? I got to give Coach Spo some love, too. Let me tell you something about Miami,
we ain't gonna talk about Spo.
I got to get... Yo. I said this on this show, and I'm kind of changing subjects a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I kind of said this on this show a while ago when people was like, yo, they ain't got no... I've been hearing, it's been on Twitter, get Dame some help, XYZ. Oh, they don't got no money to get people. The Bulls can't find no... And I just, I'm just throwing out some teams. What is the Knicks doing? The Timberwolves need to find something. Spade, you look at what Miami, you can't say you can't find dudes in the G League because Miami consistently do it. They consistently find guys every year. It's a dude be like, where the hell this guy from? Miami scooped him from the G League.
Yep.
I didn't even know. I thought none got drafted. None.
Nope.
It's from the damn G League. Tearing the league a whole new ass. I gotta give Miami credit. I don't know if it's Coach Spo, because I know he was like a videographer. I don't know what he did for Miami, but he used to do something with videos. I don't know if it's the way he look at film. I don't know if it's they scout team. I don't know what it is, but they consistently find talent down there in the G League, and it's crazy because they might not even stay with Miami, but when they go to other teams, they still be solid.
Yeah,
and you ain't even
Rodney
looking for
McGruder's
nobody to
still
be
out
no
there getting it in.
superstar.
Yep.
Say it again, Spade.
Rodney McGruder's still out there getting it in.
Come on, Spade. It's numerous guys.
Josh Richardson came from there.
Numerous guys. Like, you ain't even looking for somebody to be some superstar. You're looking for somebody to be consistently give you minutes and be solid. Like, so we can't find no team and we ain't got no money. You can get people in the G League for half the price. You can get them on like a 40-40 deal. Play 40 in the NBA and 40 in the G League. Or whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. Whatever that contract is. You play like half in the NBA and half in the G. So I want to give Miami some kudos. So all that, you can't find talent and all that. Like, it's only a handful of coaches I look at and be like, yo, that coach makes a difference. And I gotta give Spo some respect. He do that. He do that. I gotta give Spo some respect, man.
True.
But I don't know if Luke Walton is making much of a difference. What is the difference between him and Yeager? I don't see one.
I want to wait and see if this experiment works. If he keep Buddy coming off with the second unit, and Buddy keep coming out, because a lot of times too, man. And I'm not giving. Oh shit! I done hit my mic. I'm not giving Luke this much credit yet.
It sounds like
it. A lot of times, a coach would do something to their player just to get them going. Because I'm a Buddy fan, but if you look at the last 5 to 10 games, Buddy been getting his, but not necessarily in an efficient way. He had a couple of games where he was shooting in the 20%, 22, 25, 26. Last night, Buddy went off. Buddy was 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. He had a +5 out there. He was getting it in. He also had 8 rebounds. I don't know how the hell you let Buddy crash the boards for 8. Shit, did he?
Well, Laurie was out and Wendell Carter Jr. out, so.
But bro, but wait, he led his team. So if all them folks is out, Harry Giles ain't getting 6. Dwayne Dedman ain't getting none. He got 0. What's going on? So yeah, I mean, look. So if you want to light a fire under your star player by doing some wild shit like this, if it works, I'm here for it. That's all I'm saying. I'm here for it.
We gotta see if it works. Beating up on the Bulls don't show me that it worked. We in the East and we suck in the East. So
I tell you what, I'm still team Buddy over Ben. Who wanna get at me?
That's cool.
Anybody got a problem with that? Come see me. Yeah, that's right.
Spade, what do Luke Walton do? Like, serious.
Piss off LeVar Ball pretty much.
Somebody explain to me what coaches do. Set the lineup, because I can do that. Shit.
Bro, come on.
Bro, I'm just saying. I played my team. Shit.
Wow.
I can set the lineup and say, hey, you're going to play 15 minutes tonight.
What can I ask you a question before we move forward?
X and O wise, I don't think he's doing nothing amazing.
Bro, can I ask you a serious question before we move forward? I don't watch a lot of Bulls games.
What plays is Luke Walton calling?
Bro, I want to ask you a question, bro.
Go, Spade.
What's going on with Kobe White? Because I know I don't watch a lot of Bulls games, but it seems like he's kind of struggling.
Hold up, bro. What we not about to do?
No, I'm being serious.
It's the coach, bruh. What do these coaches do? Yes.
All right, don't relax.
Bro, he'll bring. It's crazy because Kobe can't get it in the rhythm. He'll bring Kobe in. How many minutes Kobe played last night? I'm about to tell you.
More than Chris Dunn. That's why I was shocked. I mean, yeah, Chris Dunn played 27. Kobe played 28, but he's not shooting the ball well. He's not shooting the ball well.
Most of the time, I'm guaranteeing most of it was like in garbage time. He might have played like the whole fourth because we got blew out by like what, 12, 13?
Damn near 20. Y'all got dubbed up.
Damn, it was 20?
Well, not
I guarantee
quite,
you most of that shit was in garbage time.
Okay.
I just don't like how the coach used Kobe White. It's the coach, bro. What do these coaches do?
Well, according to you, they fuck up Kobe White. So I mean,
yeah,
they do.
Yeah. I mean, and Buddy Hield. What is Luke doing? I don't know. Like I said, it's a handful of coaches. I'd be like, all right, he coaching them up. Doc had the Clippers scrappy as hell last year. I don't know. Let's move on, bro. Somebody gonna get up in there and be like, Coach Walton does blah. I don't care, man. He ain't doing much. I could do that same shit for what Luke Walton get paid. They better be winning. But anyway, Spade.
Yeah. Let's move on.
I know it ain't March. And we usually don't talk about, unless it's some shit the NCAA did. We gotta bang the cannon because it's still fuck the NCAA. Y'all already know that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But something else happened. It was a Kansas game, and Kansas pretty much, did their thing, handled K-State. But the game was ending. It was a block shot or a dunk or something, and the kid walked up. I don't know, the Sosa, I think his name was, walked up on the kid and kind of like stared him down, and it started an all-out benches clearing brawl, Spade. Like, this shit was crazy. De Sosa, I think his name, DeJesus, or whatever his name, I think his name De Sosa. He grabbed the chair and was about to swing the chair. It looked like somebody saved him from swinging that chair. They grabbed the chair and stopped that from being just a Myles Garrett situation. But, Spade, I mean, it was anarchy. Talk to me about the brawl. It was some suspension ended. I think De Sosa got 12 games. I want to say the kid that had on street clothes that came off the bench that wasn't even in the game, like he wasn't even suited up for the game, only got 2 games. I don't agree with that. But Spade, I know we don't necessarily know these players and know, like, we don't really tune in to college basketball to March, but Spade, talk to me about the suspensions. You all right with the suspensions? You all right? I know you're not all right with the brawl, but talk to me about the whole situation, man.
You know what's crazy? I didn't watch that game live. I went back and I watched the video of the fight, and it's crazy. Shout out to my homie Rated. Rated might be listening. He's a listener of the pod, but he actually hit my phone and we talked about it. He was like, Spade, tell me if I'm crazy. Did you see the brawl? And who do you have a problem with? Because I was talking with some other people, and they had a problem with the guy standing over the kid after the block. And I'm like, man, everybody ain't play sports, fam. I'm going to tell you who I got a problem with, LePage. If I'm playing against you and I'm beating the shit out you, fam, it's the end of the game and you down more than 20. You dubbed up. And my coach or whoever call the dogs off and tell me to dribble it out. Just dribble it out. I come down the court. I'm not trying to score again. I'm not trying to humiliate you by getting a late basket. I'm standing here dribbling. But you run up. You want to press now. Now you losing by 20. Now you want to go OD try hard. You want to steal the ball from me in the moment that I'm trying to be respectful and dribble the clock out. You want to steal the ball from me. All right? I'm already like, come on, man. I turn around and I chase you down the court and I block your shot. Fam, you gonna get something from me. That's exactly what happened. Kansas is dribbling it out. K-State dude steals the ball from him, runs out of court, try to get it up, and the Kansas dude blocked that shit, cowabungaed that shit. The dude fell up to the floor and he stood over him. Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to dribble it out. And that made the dude want to get up and fight. He wanted to fight for a few reasons. One, they getting their ass kicked. 2, you tried to be slick and steal that shit at the end of the game and get you a cheap bucket, and you got your shit swatted. You got your shit matumboed. And now you looking up and you looking at this guy standing over you. You tight and you want to fight. I hate that it went to the brawl point. I hate how far it went, and that's a bad look on the sport. But LeParis, if you losing, there are unwritten rules. In football, when they come out in the victory formation, fam, LeParis, you played football. If your offense come out in that victory formation and a defender jump over that damn line and try to hit somebody, are y'all not finna fuck him up?
Oh yeah, it's going that. That's what people had a problem. I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but that's when Greg Schiano went to the Bucks and people was taking the knee. Greg Schiano used to have all them defensive linemen lunch, and it damn near started a fight in the NFL. And people was like, what the hell is Greg Schiano doing? He was like, yo, we gonna play to the buzzer. So now when people had played Greg Schiano in the Tampa Bay Bucks, when they was in victory formation, they exploded off the ball. Like, they exploded. So, Spade, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. But, yeah, it can cause an issue. And it did.
It's an unwritten rule.
It is.
At the end of the game, these rules, they ain't new. If you're winning at the end of the game, you don't put a shot up. That's disrespectful. If you losing at the end of the game and the other team is dribbling the clock out, you don't try to steal the ball and go get you an easy basket. Those are unwritten rules. So the guy stole the ball. I got his name. DeJuan Gordon stole the ball, thought he was finna get a cheap basket, And DeSosa swatted that shit. GG. So now you mad because you losing, and your little attempt to get an easy bucket didn't work. You got your shit swatted, and he's standing over you like you his son and he your daddy. Now you want to fight. When all that shit could have been avoided, take your L. Take your L, bruh.
It's crazy.
You losing. What you gonna score? 21 points? You down 20. You down 20. What's this stealing basket gonna do?
Word.
What is it gonna do? Besides start some shit. So to me, man, I got a problem with that. Let that guy dribble the clock out, go home. It's over. You lost.
I watched Game Day earlier, college Game Day earlier, and I just wanted to hear what Jay Billis had to say. And Jay Billis was like, I don't even think that kid got the same game as DeSosa. That Gordon kid. He was like, Gordon should have got the same amount of games that kid got, the other kid from Kansas got. Because, you know, exactly for the reason you stated. Like, he tried to steal the ball and he got that shit beat and then wanted to start some shit.
Go home.
Jay Billis, I mean, we love Jay Billis. If you don't love Jay Billis just for his basketball takes, you should love Jay Billis for the way he banged the cannon on the NCAA and his Jeezy quotes. That's enough. That's enough right there. But Jay Billis was like, he should have got the same amount of games as the Sosa guy, and he didn't. So I mean, it's just an unfortunate thing, man. And you know, college basketball will move past it, but man, I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on, dude? Try to grab a chair.
He grabbed the chair. Luckily, he didn't swing that guy, but he grabbed it.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But you know, this is SAS, so college basketball don't matter till it get to March. We're talking.
No, that's not a SAS thing. That's a world thing.
Well, that's right.
You're about a month and a half early.
I mean, unless you went, shout out to Rutgers being ranked. We play Nebraska today. We get this win right here. We played Iowa. We lost to Iowa. It was pretty tough. It was a tough L. But that dude Iowa got that big Garza dude. God, he a tank in the middle.
Y'all gonna lose to Nebraska.
I wanna see. I was about to give you a compliment because I remember we was talking about I think we was talking about Penny Hardaway's son, Scottie Pippen's son, Ron Harper Jr.'s son. Ron Harper's son. Ron Harper Jr. played for Rutgers, man, and been the best thing since sliced bread in a long since like Quincy Doobie. Like, Ron Harper Jr. is a beast at Rutgers, yo. Shout out to him. I was hoping we beat Iowa so I could come in and give him strong up performer of the week. That was the little segue, bro. That was the.
Oh, I didn't know if you was through. I didn't know if you was through big up in Rutgers for basketball that we just said nobody's even watching. I don't even know. Do these updates come to your phone? How do you even know?
Bro, first of all, we going to the tourney. Rutgers going to the tourney, bro.
Oh, brother. Anyway, let's bring this show to a close, man. Last segment of today's show is called a Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Look, man, my regulars know what this segment is, and you guys realize how important it is. This is an award that we give away, very prestigious award at that. But Paris, I don't know about you, but I have legitimately had athletes hit me up like, yo, fam, I really appreciate this award. You ever been hit up?
Absolutely.
Probably not.
Numerous times.
Probably
Westbrook
not.
hit me up all the time.
Is that true? But yes, this is the most prestigious award in podcast land. Like, no podcast give away an award more prestigious than this one right here. And damn it, we give it away twice a week. We give this award away to a male or female athlete who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. We don't celebrate losing on this show. You can play really good in the loss. That just means you didn't play good enough or you would have won. The Paris, you are on the hot seat. Who is your strong arm performer of the week and why?
It's crazy, Spade, because I was hoping Serena won. She so I can give it to her. Serena took a tough one, man. She took a tough one. I was going to give it to
you can give
Dame.
it to Coco.
I was gonna give it to Dame for his 61, but I was like, let's go to Spade. Spade, you already know me from FanDuel. Who I say Dame Cook. Hey, tiny play. Go to State. Steph ain't even gotta be out there. Steph was on the bench. He said I'm about to light their ass up. Shit, that's what he about to do. Anyway, don't give it to Dame. I ain't giving them either. Spade, I gave it to a guy that did something for the first time in his career. And I mean, it's crazy because he's been having an amazing career so far. And I'm talking about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard got his first triple-double in a 122-117 win against Spade's Miami Heat. Spade want to paint the camera on my team, the Bulls. They just gave Kawhi his first career triple-double. He had 33 points, 10 rebounds, 10 dimes. I think he had 2 blocks or 2 steals in a block, or either one block in a steal. It was crazy. Kawhi just was everywhere. They was never there. In a 122-117 win over Spade's Miami Heat. And for that performance, Kawhi Leonard, you are my strong arm performer of the week for beating Spade's team. Spade, he beat your team. The Miami Heat, that's your team. Kawhi Leonard put up his first career triple-double against the Miami Heat. Spade's team.
You know why I like Kawhi? Kawhi got the triple-double and instantly hated on the triple-double. Doc came in the locker room and gave Kawhi the game ball and said, first career triple-double. We were down 15 points, and you guys fought back. That showed a lot of heart. Hell of a game. Kawhi said, hey, shout out to y'all for making shots. That's all a triple-double is. That's all it is, y'all making shots. Kawhi said, this shit ain't hard. All you need people to do is make shots.
It damn sure ain't hard against the Heat.
Stop it. Didn't y'all just didn't Harry Giles just drop y'all off?
Who?
All right then.
Who?
LaParis, I'm gonna tell you, I'm disappointed in you, and I gotta call you out. I gotta call you out to the listeners.
Don't call me out.
Listeners of the SAS podcast, LaParis, my partner, my brother, has never given his strong arm performer of the week to a female. That is not inclusive. And you had a great opportunity. That is true.
That's true.
Every time, you know what you say? I almost gave it to so-and-so, but I'm going to give it to a guy that you do that all the time.
I have gave it to Serena numerous times. I have gave it to Elena Deladon numerous times. What's funny? What is funny?
Here, look you square in your face and lie.
That is
just like
fact.
that damn commercial.
I gave it to Diana Taurasi. Never. First of all, I damn sure know I gave it to Afro Puff and Ponytail down there at Bella. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, okay. I thought you was gonna do the right thing, but since you didn't, I got your back. Now look, I was gonna give my strong arm performer of the week to Russell Westbrook, who just saved the day.
Should have, because he been backpacking your boy.
But you didn't give it to him. Now. You didn't give it to him. All right then. James Harden has been. Look, man, I'm a James Harden fan. James Harden has been in a terrible, terrible slump, man. He looks.
They said it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Russell Westbrook said, "I got you. Fall back.
Well,
fall back, little man.
Let's not jump off the cliff and say it's working. They beat the T-Wolves, and you say the T-Wolves stink. So
they do.
Westbrook had an amazing game.
They
man.
stink.
But I'm not giving my strong arm performer of the week to Russell Westbrook. I'm not doing that. I'm giving my strong arm performer of the week.
Look like playoff Harden.
Bro, can I have my segment? Or you want yours and mine? Can I have mine?
I'm just saying, that's why
reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
If the stats was reversed and Harden had what Westbrook had, you would be giving it to Harden right now. You just don't want to give it to Westbrook because it shows how bad Harden been stinking it up. But go ahead.
If I would have gave it to Harden, because he would have done it with threes. Westbrook can't do nothing but paint mash. How you get 45 points with no threes? Paint mashing. Don't nobody want to see that. He's just running in the paint, pressing X. I want to give my strong arm performer of the week to 15-year-old tennis star Coco Gauff. I think I'm saying her last name right. I think it's Gauff. Let me tell you something. She inspired the world last year on her run. She had a pretty good run, and she got eliminated by Naomi Osaka. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
The tennis folks about to come for me and be like,
no,
you know how they do. Thank you, fam. But let me tell you something. It ain't nothing. I just heard I don't know who was telling this story, but I just heard something this past week about how losing builds character. And you have to be very careful when you raising kids in sports not to just make it a situation where they just winning, because when they start dealing with a little bit of loss, they don't know how to deal with it well, and it breaks them. It tears them apart. It's good for your kids to fall off their bike. I don't want nobody to get hurt, break no arms and legs then. So I don't want y'all to go out there and push your kids off the bike. That's not what I'm saying. It's good for your kids to fall. It's good for your kid to have failures early so you can help teach them how to overcome those failures. And a lot of times you come back stronger. Anyway, LaParis, you and I talked on the phone about how bad she did Venus. Like, she got Venus out of there in straight sets. But she got a rematch, fam. She got a rematch of Osaka, and she got her out of there. 15 years old. Coco Gauff, you are my strong arm performer of the week. Inclusion. That's what we do around here.
That's right.
By we, I mean me. I mean me when I say we.
Yo, go tell Atlanta Deladon to show her trophy case. It's like 4-5.
Who is Atlanta Deladon? Who is Atlanta? Oh. All right. Sorry.
Anyway, Spade, before I close the show, you got anything else to add, man?
Yeah, man, I do. Last week, I gave a heartfelt speech to Manny Diaz and the Miami Hurricane family, and I let them know that they were about to lose a real one. And it's like, before the show even aired, I put that energy out in the atmosphere, and the atmosphere made something happen. And just like that, De'Aaron King, somewhere else in America, my energy projected out into the atmosphere and projected into De'Aaron King, and he was about to sign the transfer portal to go somewhere, and the atmosphere said, that ain't what you want to do. You want to go to the U. You want to go to the University of Miami. And he transferred to the University of Miami. And I want Manny Diaz and the rest of the Kane fam to know I am back. We are back. The Canes are back. And I feel sorry for any team that got Miami on their schedule next year, because we kicking a whole lot of ass and taking a whole lot of names. And if you're a college football fan and you ain't got a team, you might better get on the Kane wagon while it's still room. If you're a college football fan and your coach out there telling brothers they can't wear earrings and headphones, you might want to get off that shitty team and come to Miami while it's still a seat on this bandwagon, because we back, baby. Huh? What's funny? I didn't crack no jokes.
This guy right here, boy.
What's funny?
All that showed me is that De'Aaron King was the finest cocaine he could find in Florida, baby. That's all it showed me.
I tell you what, y'all might better get some. Hey, y'all might better get some.
No, we don't.
He better than anything y'all got.
You shouldn't even say latte.
Bro, he better than anything y'all got on y'all roster.
Don't even say La Paris.
He better than anything y'all got on y'all roster. And I tell you what, he can wear a damn. He could. Let me tell you what he can do. He can put these on.
You done, bro?
Huh?
You done?
Down here, we ain't trying to. Huh? How dare you crack some Miami jokes and be a Florida State fan? You must be out your mind. Come on, wrap this show.
They both suck. What are you talking about?
Not no more. Not no more. We got De'Aaron King. We back.
Okay, you said that same thing when y'all got old boy from Tate Martell?
Talking about Tate Martell
from Ohio State?
You talking about Tate Martell?
You said the same thing when y'all got old boy from Ohio State.
I was mistaken.
Yeah, you said the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm not this time.
Okay.
They the same. Tate Martell and De'Aaron King the same person? Stop it.
Spade, are you done?
I mean, but let's not front like you. Come on,
Bro,
you know
done?
De'Aaron King, that dude.
All I'm saying is, if Pablo Escobar was alive, he'd be proud of the Hurricanes right now, because they keep.
Bro, wrap the show, dog. Because if you ain't gonna do nothing but spew negativity,
I'm just saying.
I'm not
keeping them in business.
I got shit to do.
Listen,
I gotta walk my goldfish. Come on.
I don't know. It might be a new thing, Spade, but it might be a new thing. I'm not sure. But the word for today, man, I'm gonna close the show with the word for the day, and the word is empathy. That means the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Or you pull out your phones and do some ignorant shit and record somebody. Imagine that was you, and try and feel what they're feeling. Empathy is the word for the day, people. That's why I'm gonna leave y'all at today. Have some empathy, man. And you know what I mean? We praying for Delonte West. Hopefully able to get his life together, man. We praying for homie. Spade, I'm about to close the show. You done? You good?
Man, I want everybody to have a great week, man. We have started to premiere these episodes.
Oh, yes.
If you are listening in podcast land and you don't know what the hell that is, on Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, you can go to our YouTube channel, and this show will air live. I will be there. The parents will be there.
It up with y'all.
Yeah, you can interact with us. You can chop it up. We can crack jokes. And at the end of the day, man, I want everybody to have an amazing week. We're going to start putting positive vibes out on... We're pretty positive for the most part, except for when LaPerry started talking about Miami. But we want to start putting out positive vibes, man. I'm a firm believer that your mentality somewhat impact your day, man. You don't let nobody knock you off your shit this week. I don't care what negativity come your way.
Facts.
You're going to have a great week. Y'all going to have a great week this week.
And we want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. If you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular, hit the like button. Share this shit. If you don't want to see two dudes arguing in the box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. ऊPodOmatic, SoundCloud. No, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify. That's where we at. That's where we at right now.
Search for us.
Yeah, we everywhere. So it's no reason why you guys should ever miss a show. Like he said, we premiering this joint on Sunday night. YouTube be tripping, so you need to click that bell to get a notification. But sometimes they don't send that shit because YouTube trash. So
That's facts too.
I mean, so you just need to be, constantly refreshing. It's going to pop up there because we was in there last week. And shout out to everybody that came through. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. We'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.